Every game. YouTube, Season 7 coaching. Brand, Ignite, mid. Yeah, jungle or feed, dude. That's what it's gonna be. Why? I just don't understand why we're not trying to harass this guy. Can you say what enemy jungle is? Fabian, chill, dog. I don't want to have to time you out, dude. Just chill. Stop trying to spam me to talk about whatever you want me to talk about. It's rude, man. This is kind of boring. This is a good trade. Pretty dull lane though. Nothing, I mean, you could definitely loosen up aggression early on, but like at the same time, I don't want you getting cheese ganked early and throwing the lane out of whack. But overall, this is pretty depressing. Because I don't want you as an immobile. Nice. You got him. You should kill him there. Nice. Good job. So we're going to jam the lane and back. You're going to be doing a better job of shoving than that. There's absolutely no reason to pillar the melee creeps there. Instead, pillar the back line, because that's faster push. I don't like how we get this kill on our own and we get stuck in lane because we didn't commit to the push and we get caught in a skirmish. Now we're back stuck in mid again. So in the future, if you don't see a reliable kill, don't float for it. After you miss that, once you've missed, I believe it's E, right? No, it's Q. Once you miss Q, notice how you extend the combo. You need to be a little bit smarter about this. Once that misses, notice how you keep trying to trade damage. You should be stepping out now, not in. Notice how you keep trying to trade. Step away. You have no way to escape if a gank comes. And you don't really have vision of bot side. So this is very risky. And as a result, because notice how you step forward to extend the trade. That's a big part of brand. Did I hit the stun? No? Alright, I'm chilling. You can maybe max range poke, but you're going backwards, not forwards. You step forward after you miss the trait, or after you miss the stun. That's a big no-no on brand. Very simple. Keep that in mind. Did I hit the stun? Okay, the trade can go on a little longer because I hit the stun. Did I miss the stun? Let's not lose our mind here. I like that you kept your ult there. Or you didn't keep your ult. Where did your ult go? When did you even use it? Okay, you shouldn't have used the ult. That was a pretty clean kill. With the Wukong flanking with ult. And you should know that. And you're keeping the ult for pressure on a different kill later. That's why I'm telling you to do that. I love Ivern. Broken ass blue buff shit. I like how you roamed. I'm okay with you trying to follow up here. What goes wrong here? You get exhausted. And for some reason, Ivern isn't ulting. Your biggest mistake here is you actually play it okay. It's just the exhaust comes out. But my bigger issue is that you play towards the bottom side down here instead of the top side up here. Now remember, as a mid lane, if you watch any of the fucking the studs, like if you watch like Bjerg or fucking you know, Faker or Dopa or basically anyone that's hot shit in mid, you will always notice that they're always going to cheat towards the side that they have vision on. They're always going to cheat to the side they have vision on. So in general, you would be standing over here as opposed to what you did, which is you cheated towards the bottom side without vision. Notice, you had ample time to rotate towards the top. Look how you played it. Notice where you're standing? As a result, once you stepped here, for some reason you step here. When in reality, the only place you can reliably be is in this box up here. You understand? There is absolutely no reason. This is like, you basically picked the one corner that you can't be. You can be here. You could even be here. This is risky, obviously, because he can just stun you, right? But you cannot be here. This is like an absolute no-go. There's no reason to be here at all. So that's why playing off of the vision that you have is incredibly important. And not only are we playing towards the side of the ward, but you're playing towards the side of your jungler as well. Notice what he tries to do. Now, he's shit and he doesn't ult, right? I agree. He's dog shit. However, if you were playing towards this side and the gank comes, you have options. You have reactionary options, which you go, help, hello, my team, right? He's going to come in a straight line towards you to get the counter gank, and you're going to be in a really good spot. But because of how you position towards the bottom of the lane here, then you're fucked. And that's exactly, you get fucked here. Get fucked, dude. You actually try to run to Ivern, just think about your positioning and how it doesn't make any sense. You're not close to the jungler, you're not close to your vision, and as a result, you get picked off because of that. It's completely avoidable when you really think about it. Nice. Good ult. Shove mid, don't chase. Good job. Oh no, bad job. You're doing a bad job now. Yep, you're dicking around too long. Shove mid. You get his exhaust, that's cool. Let's look at your positioning in this again. They already won Dragon. This looks like shit, dude. Honestly, it looks like crap. No one's gonna be doing anything here. A Bard has no ult. Go and push the lane or just run away. You do trade exhaust, and you make a nice little dodge on the stun, which I liked. That was a really bad follow by Vi and the Sol there. Holy shit. That's a nice double. Now we shove lane. Kallista's top. We shove lane. 3 are dead. We shove lane. Good. You're attacking turret. Spamming your abilities on the back line. Now you're out, and you're buying. Nope, you're out and buying. Nope, this is a failure. Nope, you have 2.8k. Nope. Nope. Nope, I hate this. Nope. Nope. This is really bad. I hate it. You get his flash anyways, but I still hate it. You get engaged on and you're dead, right? Why are we staying with 2,800 gold? I don't like it. I said I don't like it, dude. Why? This is silly. You did everything right. You made the double kill. You shoved the lane. You smacked the tower. Walk back and B, dude. Just B. Grab some more damage and reset. Instead, you dick around with partial health, get engaged on, and die. And now we're losing to Callista. GG. GG wreck. Rectified, dude. So far, as far as I can tell, your biggest error is your positioning here. Your failure to back. You've actually played pretty well for the most part. I'm sure there was a moment in there where you could have shoved the lane a little faster, but overall, you're playing pretty decent. I hate that you keep trying to follow everything automatically instead of pushing your lane first. Here, you're trying to follow Sol around. I would just ping back and then take this mid tower and even up the objectives a little bit, because right now you guys are getting punked. By having that mid tower still up. And with Sol, it's important that we get towers down because he pushes and roams so much. So whenever we can, and you were free to, because let's face it, that Wukong was fucked anyways. Wow, you were on it there. My only complaint with how you played this, dude, was that when the exhaust comes out, like, this is tough, I know. But this is what separates the good mid laners from the great mid laners, okay, dude? So, you're playing pretty good right now, right? If you can anticipate, like, if they exhaust, that's when you want to drop the combo, in my opinion. Wait out the exhaust, then combo. But, dude, you played this pretty damn well. The dive was really well played by you. The fact that you survived is crazy. Shove mid first. Stop doing that. Shove mid first. That is your farm. Fuck the dragon right now. Shove the lane. You guys need to understand that if you shove the lane and they don't defend it, they are going to probably lose tower. And even if they do defend it, they're not defending dragon. So in just walking to dragon, you're allowing your opponent to only make one decision, which is defend dragon. Most opponents aren't going to go, oh, let me farm this. If you shove the lane in, you threaten the tower, you get vision, and you make your opponent choose whether or not they want to defend the tower. It looks like Sol took the noob option. Wow, dude. How do we lose? You just killed 4 people, and instead of going into mid and shoving the lane and taking the tower, you're backing. Why? Notice how you got nothing done. You could have just you had 4 people dead, you saw the 5th person, the tower was falling no matter what you did, you backed and went towards top. You didn't tax this wave at all, and you didn't get this mid tower. Towers are everything, guys. It does us no good to get kills if we don't get objectives. So that was probably your biggest mistake so far. You make a great team fight, you get a bunch of kills, and then you just back. Basically, no one's hitting towers on your team, including you. Again, chasing kills instead of just pushing for mid tower. It's still standing, dude. This is why I stopped the replay. This is all well and good. The KDA is all well and good. I've pointed out time and time again. You get 3 kills, you don't get the tower. Your lane opponent goes topside. You don't get the tower, you chase the kills. Your lane opponent goes bot side, you don't shove. Your team starts dragon, you don't shove. This is great, and your gameplay is not that bad, but you severely are lacking objective pressure, dude. You need what you are doing by not pushing towers. This Sol, with how much he's roaming around and not getting anything done, he should be like level 12, but because you never push any lanes, you never tax him on XP. You never tax him on XP, so he's never forced to lose XP for all the times that he's roaming around. It is. It's like capture the flag. It's a very good comparison. I love how you play in terms of like getting your damage off before you die. Decent farm throughout, from what I can tell. But in terms of like shoving lanes, dude, it just needs to it needs to improve because it's not going to win games reliably enough if you don't take the towers. If you don't ping the towers, force your teammates to take towers. When Sol's top, nothing makes me rage harder than looking at my mid lane and he's sitting in a bush. I know you weren't actually sitting in a bush, but it's a pretty good comparison because in reality, this should have already been moving forward by us. We didn't do that. That's really bad. In the future, I hope that that's not the case. In the future, I hope that you not only play towards your wards and towards your jungler side, but you also focus on pushing the objectives. And no one builds Morellos on brand, are we sure? Let me see. I thought Morellos looked okay. No, they don't. I guess Leandri's more standard. Yeah. Leandri's will give you more damage. And a little bit more tankier stats, too. So, yeah, consider that. Looks like some people... No, not many. Okay. That's a good point, too. I would definitely consider doing that. But I'm not going to say your build lost you the game. Because that's not what's happening here. It's not like you're doing fine. Your damage is fine. Everything's fine. With kill and shit, you're doing great. But now we need to take towers. And you need to understand that before you move to objectives and move to fights, you push the lane, then move. I don't care if you're late. I don't care if you miss kills. You're doing more. Trust me. I've been playing this game for a long time. You're doing more focusing on getting lanes pushed first. Alright, YouTube, thank you so much for watching the brand Season 7 gameplay. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, all that bullshit. And I'm out. Peace, crackers. Thank you so much.